Hey everyone, it's Pat from patdavidmusic, and today we're learning how to play a guitar while standing up. Now it doesn't matter if you're playing a rock riff or something metal, it doesn't matter if you're sort of playing some different nice chording. You want to be able to play standing up no matter what different song you're playing and no matter what different guitar you're playing. So I think the best thing you can do is get a strap. That's the first thing, because otherwise the guitar's going to be just falling down and you have to hold it. It's going to be tricky. So get a strap. Now, what you want to do is you want to actually start the strap as high as you can. So I would start it with, get exactly the same height as when you're sitting down. So when you're sitting down, you can just imagine the guitar would be about here. It would be slightly higher than what I have it now. So that means that when you're standing up or you're sitting down, the guitar is going to be at the same height. So that's a perfect way to start. Once you've got that, try and just practice whatever you're practicing. Try and split your practice into two. So if you were to do the same practice routine on Monday as you were to do on Tuesday, then Monday try practice sitting down, and then Tuesday do all the same practice again standing up. Now when the guitar is at the same height, it's going to be a lot easier for you to then transfer everything that you've learned into a different height, because you'll already have those skills, and because the guitar's at the same height, it won't seem like it's just like a brand new world, like something completely different, because you'll already have that comfort zone. And honestly, it just comes with practice. The more you do sort of split your practice in, even if once you've learnt an entire song, you know all the chords, you know the chord progression, try and practice it sitting down, and then try and practice it standing up. Get into a power stance, spread your legs, fingers to the sky, and just prepare yourself. Think that you are in a circle of excellence. You're standing, nothing there can get you down. You are just the best musician in the world in that room at that one particular time, right? It's all about mindset. Have that great mindset and just think that you're just learning, doesn't matter how it sounds, and start playing the chords. If you are getting a few strings sounding like this, a few muted strings, that's fine too. It just takes a little while to get your fingers used to standing up nice and tall. But if you do have the strap at the same height, it'll certainly be a lot easier to transfer what you've already learned. Now, as I was mentioning before, if we have a look at the other cam, so guitar would normally be at about this height if I was sitting down. Now I have mine slightly lower, but only slightly. And that's just a comfort thing. I prefer it to be just a little bit lower. But because there's really no difference if I'm standing or sitting down, all of the different practicing, all of the widdly-widdlies, they all feel exactly the same way, because there really isn't too much of a difference. Now if you do have your guitar really, really low, if you've got it low, if you've got it to the standard of, you know, that old school sort of Hetfield vibe, and it's like all the way down here, if that's how you do want to play, I'm definitely not going to stop you. That's absolutely fine. But you just need to think that your wrists are going to be sort of bent back a little bit, because you're going to be so low. It's going to be all the way down to the ground there, your wrist. So it's going to put a little bit of pressure on your wrist and on your thumb and on your fingers. If you're playing just like power chords and simple melodies, maybe that'll be okay, but it is going to put a lot of tension there. So James, you know, you can see him, he often hunches, and that's to try and, you know, get the guitar neck up a little bit, so it's a little bit easier for him to play. So I would suggest, if you want to do that, I'm definitely not going to stop you. What I'm actually going to suggest, if you want to do to get to that point, is start off the height, again, exactly as it would be when you're sitting down, then lower it about an inch. Okay, then try that. Try that for a couple days, try that for a week, lower it a couple more inches. Try that, see how you go. Keep lowering it. Because really, at the end of the day, the audience don't care what height of the guitar is. All that they care about is the sound of the notes that are coming out. So if you can play a C chord when you're sitting down, but you try and stand up and you've got the guitar all the way down there, and is the audience going to care about the height of your strap, the height of your guitar, or are they going to care about the sound? Really, they're going to care about the sound. And that's what you need to think about. Although, you know, you might pitch yourself with a guitar at a certain height, it all comes down to playability. So if you are just learning, don't stress about having your guitar super low, just stress about the sound, and then lower it a little bit as you can. If we are looking at my height, we can see there that a normal height, if you are sitting down, is about there. I have mine slightly lower than that, but that doesn't stop me playing any chords. It doesn't stop me, doesn't stop any of the widdlies. I can still do all of that just because I'm used to that height and it's not too crazy. And you know, as a matter of fact, one of the most technical bands that I absolutely love, Animals as Leaders, they have their guitars pretty high because they need to, because of the technique. The technique needs to be 100% as if it was sitting down in a classical position. The technique is that ferocious. So if you are worried about looking like, you know, a little bit of a silly or a little bit of a monkey, like with a guitar up too high, something like someone from the Beatles, don't stress, it's all in your head. The only thing that matters is the sound and the notes that are coming out of your guitar. Hopefully you like this video. Definitely give me a like if you do like this video, and if you do have any troubles or you're not sure about anything, definitely send me a message at patdavidmusic. And if you do want to learn more theory, head over to the Grade 1 playlist over there, or check out this other video for more guitar tips. But I'll see you all again. Bye.